I bet you people that watch my videos think that the fuck-ups at the start, cock-ups that I do at the start, that I'm now putting in black and white, by the way, rather posh with the black and white. I bet you they think that I do those on purpose. I fucking don't, honestly. I know what you're thinking, oh, he's like, got this little thing going at the start of his videos and he'll be sitting there when he feels a fuck up coming on, he'll look at the camera and put it across. No, I fucking don't. They're not fake, they're the real fucking deal. Because I fuck up all the time. I talk shite all the time. I have hours and hours and hours of footage with this fucking camera about me talking pish and fucking up that I have not included because we'd be there for fucking weeks and months. No point in me doing reviews, just fill the channel full of shit. You may be saying that it's already full of shit, you cheeky fuckers. How you doing, folks? Welcome to the Skint Vapor channel. I am Skint. Yes, I fucking am. And today we are doing a little pod kit. We are doing this little thing. The Endura M18 from Innokin. Sent to me by a wonderful, wonderful person. Thank you very much. Who wishes to remain anonymous. Fair dues, however. I love you. Thanks for sending me some little goodies to review. Appreciated. Now, we're going to go down the table, I'm going to show you what's in this thing, and we'll come back up and I'll tell you my thoughts. Back in a second. Right guys, this is the Innokin Endura M18. The box is absolutely completely fucked. I ripped it to open it. I could not fucking figure out how to open this, but it had stickers and that I didn't realise, and I just get a little bit carried away and decided to fucking rip it open. So this is the box, basically, tells you what's what with it. It says blue, as you can see. That's the contents on the back. And the rest of it's just usual nonsense. So let's take this out, the packet here. Oh, I'll open this upside down. It opens up like that. Very nice, very sexy. So you're getting your pod kit here in the blue. We'll have a look at that in a minute. It gives you a little diagram here of how it all works. What to do. It's using the BVC coils, which are 1.6, but I believe it is also, oh sorry, that was my phone, ignore that. It's also compatible with the 1.5 T18E coils, as far as I'm aware. So what you get in here, you get your little manual, showing you how to change the coil and whatnot. That's also, you can change the airflow in it. USB-C charging, which is lovely. One thing doing this job, you get tons and tons and tons. You end up with tons of cables. So, what's in here? I hope you see it's a little base plate. Yeah, one in there, and I think this. It has no writing on. What's this say? Oh, it's a coil. 1.6 ohm coil. 10 to 13.5 watts. Tell you a little bit about that in a second. I'll put that to the side. Just usual warranty pish. Let's have a look at it. So this is the pod itself. Yeah, it's quite a snazzy looking little thing, to be honest. It's nothing different to your usual normal pod kits. Kind of looks the same. You can see where your juice flow, your juice levels are in both windows and both sides. You've got I'm guessing that's your airflow there. That's your airflow I'm pretty sure it is. USB-C in the bottom, you've got a little button here on the side. This is a button which works in with these lights here. So to turn it on, I think it was already on. Now you notice there it had 2 lights, that's your battery level. Your battery level, if it's full, is up at 4. However, when you turn it on and off, it will tell you your battery level. It's at 2 at the moment. This is the pod itself. Inside the pod, not any leakage or anything, not any leakage problems at all. This is a little pod. Now to take your coil out, you need to, I've been using this obviously, that's why there's liquid in it and the coil that's in it. You twist that, so if you saw that there, it's quite easy, you just click that, take that off and pull your coil out, which is soaking wet because I've been using it. Now your coil's got 2 wee dent parts there, see each side, to how you put your coil back in. Then you just set that back on, and there is a little padlock sign on lock and unlock in the bottom there. So there's your little filling port there, which it's just your basic normal filling port. I get this in my teeth, believe it or not. This one, as you can see, just your standard filling port. So with it in, I've got juice everywhere now. With it in, you've got your 10 watts power is your standard power, and it's got a boost of 13.5. To get your boost, you need to turn it off, and it'll be off, and hold this in, and you'll see how it's changing colour here. If you can see that, it's going purple, green, purple, green. The purple is the boost, and the green is your standard. Like that. And that's how you work that. It's 3 clicks on and 3 clicks off. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm saying it's 2 lights, it's 3 lights, it's because I'm looking at it at an angle. And that's basically it, guys. It's not gonna, 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's basically it. So we'll go back up top and I'll tell you what I think of this. Well, it's definitely mouth to lung, I'll say that. It's quite a restrictive draw, and if I try to do direct to lung, this coil is fucking gurgling. It is gurgling away here. I think I'm going to change the coil and come back to you. Give me a second. Yeah, it's a mouth to lung kit. I would class that as a mouth to lung kit. I have the Caliburn G and the Manners Pod Kit, and I would say this is a little bit more, it feels a little bit more restricted. Maybe because it's the automatic draw, whereas those ones you can press the fire button. It's gurgling away here and I don't know why. I just changed that coil. Do you hear that? I think I've not had that until now. I haven't used it in a few days, but I think maybe the pod is fecked. Maybe the pod is fecked. The seals or something in the pod may have went. I don't know. But there's definitely liquid coming out the mouthpiece. So there's something not right there. I didn't have that when I was using it before. I don't know, that's a strange one. Now I did turn it upside down there after the coil was installed and juice was coming out the mouthpiece, so I'm guessing that one of the seals in the mouthpiece is went. You'll hear that in the mic. I'm trying to see if it'll clear up. No, I think one of the I think there's a seal that your coil, I think there's a seal that your coil connects to. Right at the top here. Right at the top here. And it may have went because I now have vape inside the pod as well. So I may have a seal problem. I haven't used that. I got that about 3 weeks ago or something. And I used it for about a week when I got it, and I haven't used it since until now. So I haven't used it in about a couple of weeks. So I changed the coil there, and it's definitely gurgling away, as you heard. So maybe a seal. I don't know if I was sent other pods for it, but I'll show you, I can see. But regardless, this is the Innokin Endura M18 little pod kit. Looks wise, personally, I'm not overly keen on the look. It's kind of a bit smaller than the Nord and quite a bit bigger than the Caliburn G. Yeah, the juice is getting up in the mouthpiece, and I don't think it's coming up through the coil. I think it's coming up where the coil goes up to the mouthpiece, and the seal's supposed to seal the top of the coil. I think that may have went somewhere for a walk, maybe. I don't know. So this is going for £20–25 that I seen. Now it's 1.6 ohm coils, but you can use I'm just reading my notes here, you can use the T18E coils, which are 1.5 ohm on it as well, 700 mAh battery. You've seen all this in the specs. What do I think of it? If I had to choose this over the Caliburn G, I would choose the Caliburn G. Flavour wise, it's actually quite good. It's quite good for flavour. What the fuck? Yeah, I'll need to change that. I'll definitely need to change it. See if I get another pod there that I can change it with. I think I do have another pod. You don't get one in the box, but I think the person that sent me a spare pod for it. So I'll need to put another pod in and try it. But I can tell you my thoughts on it without doing that. You've got your airflow down here, a little hole at the bottom there, and in the bottom of the pod, which is absolutely covered in liquid, there's something not right with this fucking pod. Something not right at all. No, I don't fucking understand that. I never had an issue with that in the first week. I need something to clean my pod in my hands. There's definitely something not right with this, and I don't think it's a coil. I think it's the actual pod itself. Well, that's unfortunate that happened when I was doing the review. Well, it's fortunate that happened when I was doing the review, to be honest, because if I'd done the review and then that had happened, I'd have been pissed off that I didn't have a chance to tell you that's happened. But I would have updated you on Burn Vapes Live or something like that. So it's definitely, there's something wrong with this pod. Definitely something wrong with that pod when it's been sitting for a couple of weeks. That something's happened to it. I will change it. I do have another pod. What do I think of it? I think it's all right. As I say, I was going to show you there the airflow control. On the bottom, you've got two airflow controls. You get a tighter draw, which is very fucking tight. And if you turn it the other way, you get a bit of a looser draw, which is sort of on par with Caliburn G, but slightly tighter, in my opinion. Looks wise, as I say, I prefer the Caliburn G, or I would prefer the Replaceable PM40 over this. It doesn't do it for me. It just does not do it for me. It feels comfortable. It does feel comfortable in the mouthpiece. It's very, very good. The mouthpiece is okay as well. And functionality, it does feel like quality as well. And the button down the bottom here that you turn it on and off with, it's all working. It's all working good, apart from that point. I think maybe it may have been bashed. It may have been moved about. I don't know. I'll need to change it and see. But at the moment, not impressed with that. Regardless of that though, it's all right. It's good for flavour. It's very restricted draw for me. I don't really usually vape that restricted. I don't vape mouth to lung either, so that's not great testing wise. I did test that with Mrs S, like I always do with the pod kits, because they're aimed at first time vapors. Mrs S is a smoker, and I tried it with her, and she didn't like it. She didn't like it. She loved the Caliburn G. She really liked the Caliburn G. She did not like the Manners Pod Kit, and she did not like this one either. She wasn't keen on this one either at all. She said the flavour was okay, she just didn't like the look, the feel, the automatic drawing this, there's no button. She didn't like that either. That's Mrs S's opinion, and my opinion is pretty much, I go along with her. I'm not overly keen on it. I'm sorry, it's not for me, personally. For new smokers, it may be, but I think missing, I like to have a button there to press, and I think Mrs S likes a button there to press as well, to control their vape. So that's it, guys. That's been the, what the fuck is it called again? The Innokin Endura M18 Pod Kit. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, bye bye.